You just keep holding on to the vision. Keep remembering that you are successful already, because there are things that you've done that you didn't think you'd be able to do. A few weeks ago, one of my childhood friends had an engagement party. So I remember getting to the engagement party and there wasn't that many people there. So I walked around, I said hi to my brother first, and then I said hi to everybody else that I knew. And I've known these people since I was literally a toddler. And I remember when I was 18, I went through the darkest period of my life.
Someone get him.
A period of time where if you saw me, you would probably judge me too. I was using drugs. Most of the time I was drinking, smoking. People started to form their own opinions about the type of person that I would become. And being at this engagement party made me feel a little bit uncomfortable. Because when I looked around and I saw people, some of them didn't see me for who I am, they saw me for who I was. And now a lot of things have changed. I'm definitely not this person anymore. And yet, it's hard for people to see that you've changed. But you're not your past. And there's so many different things that you can do to improve yourself, but the reality of the situation is that people will probably still see you for who you were. It's hard for human minds to accept that somebody has changed. And so even though you're on this journey where you're growing as a person, you're gonna notice a lot of people treating you the way that they did before. And you can't necessarily change people's reaction, but as I was talking to somebody at this engagement party, he moved to California. And I remember people would come up to him and be like, "Yo, what's up, bro? Oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. Oh, bro, I'm having a birthday party. Do you wanna come?" And I was like, wow, I live here. And some of these people aren't even inviting me to this birthday party. But then I realized part of me was trying to gain approval from the wrong people. The only person you really need approval from is you. There's a few things that I did in my life that helped me to disconnect from my past self, and I've been practicing them more and more recently. So I'll just tell you what I've been doing. Recently, I've been meditating a lot more. And the reason I love meditation is because it creates a space. If you have any bad habits, if there's anything that you do that you want to stop doing, what meditation does is allows you to sit with yourself. And so a lot of times while I'm here and I'm home and I'm thinking, I'll be tempted to go do that thing that I used to do. And because of this meditation that I've been doing like 30 minutes in the morning and then like 5-10 minutes at night. I'm able to just take a step back and realize that, wait, that's not actually what I want to do. That's the old version of me. You have to be able to destroy the old self in order to create your new self. I've been reading this book, Parallel Universes of Self, and the main concept in this book is that there are many parallel universes that already exist. If you think about it, there are choices in your life that you could have made that because you didn't make it, your life went in this direction. And if you had made that choice, your life would have gone in this direction. You know what I'm talking about. You can probably think of a few examples where, wow, if I had actually done that, my life would be better off. Or if I had done it, my life would be worse off. And so these universes where you did those things, they exist. It's somewhere in the ether. And so if there's something that you want to accomplish, if there's a deep desire within you that you see yourself doing it, you've already done it. And that's why you feel this strong pull towards it. I remember when I was in Bali, I met a guy who's a filmmaker, and he told me that I never get jealous of somebody that's done something that I couldn't possibly do. I only feel that envy when they're doing something that I know I could be doing too. And you've probably felt this before. For example, you're probably not jealous of a pro basketball player because you'd have to be 6 feet plus to be able to achieve that goal. And then on top of that, you'd have to be playing basketball your whole life. So it's not something you look at them and you're like, wow, I'm jealous of that. But let's say somebody that's talented in music, some instrument you used to play, you look at them and you're like, wow, I bet I could do that. And you could, and that's why you feel that way. So, what does this have to do with meditation? Well, meditation allows you, when you go deep within to access that version of yourself, you can feel that it's there. And so you set that intention while you're meditating, you visualize while you're meditating, and you see yourself being where you want to be. The other thing I've been doing is I'll journal. And this is so valuable because as I write things down in here, I can see exactly where I was and I can see how I've changed. And not only that, it allows me to just reflect and see how far this journey has taken me. So that's super important. Another thing I do, as you can see, is read books, a lot of them, a lot of books. And the reason why you want to read, it should be self-explanatory, but if you can read, you can simulate outcomes. And if you can simulate outcomes, you can predict the future with a relative level of accuracy. And if you can do that, then it doesn't have to take you going there and making that mistake for you to actually be able to deliver on what you want to do. So it's interesting because we change so much and yet people barely notice. So one of the biggest things that you can do is start going to the gym if you haven't already. Go actually create a different body for yourself. Why not? People can't argue with results. People can't argue with the fact that your entire body looks different. And that's something that anybody can achieve. Most people don't look how they want to look, and it's like, well, why not? Because it's hard? I mean, it is, but isn't that why it's worth doing? The last thing that I'd recommend for people to be able to see that difference with you is just start recording some videos. And then you can see the difference, and that's the most important thing. Forget about the other people because they might not even like what you're doing. I heard once that if you were to post on TikTok every day for a year, you'd never have to work a job again. And there's something special about posting content. You don't even have to post it though. You can watch your evolution through your camera roll. Once you know how you should be treated, then you know how you should feel around people, how you should feel around yourself. And it's gonna take a while for people to catch up. Sometimes you have to literally move to a different place for people to realize that there's some evolution going on with you. Because the people you've always known will probably treat you how they've always treated you. Until something big on the external starts to change, they probably won't notice much. But just remember this, as within, so without. Eventually it will come to materialize whatever you have here in your mind that you're dreaming about. It's gonna happen. You just keep holding on to the vision. Keep remembering that you are successful already because there are things that you've done that you didn't think you'd be able to do. For me, that example is like David Goggins. I like to think about that. I did his morning routine for a week. It's right here. And it was one of the hardest things I've ever done. I didn't think I'd be able to do it. I told other people around me and they're like, yeah, that's not a good idea. And then once I tried it, I realized, wait, I'm capable of so much more than I thought. And so are you. If you feel like you're lost at all, make sure you watch this video. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Peace.